Yeah, we should be everything reasonably. Yeah, that's no unover. The other. Well, now I don't think so because you got to have financial. No, yeah, so we have a letter of conditions, but we've got the plans done, get the bids. Yeah, that's right. And the transcripts. But anyways, we can move forward with the sewer. The sewer gets built, and we go to final argument. Before we're out of this now, we'll be okay. So we're not gonna have to like sit around and close it, close it here with this. This note gets taken out of construction loan. So we've got this will be interest only till December 5. So the hope is that by December 25. Yeah, that will be. So that's what we're talking about. And if it's not done, then we'll start to this. But it's substantially less than this. Two plus nine. Sewer fund. Still. Walker projects.
Not sure what we're waiting on, but I went live at 5:30 and everybody's here on the council and just waiting. There's a lot of people here. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. So just give us a few minutes. I'm not sure what's going on. All right. Thanks. Bye.
He's really actually, he actually really enjoys it. Help refine it tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I think he's got a big view. I think he's got about. He's close to 60 hours now. AP and stuff. He's well. I think he's really enjoyed this trail.
My street, my road, they just need to go in straight. The street. And this was 6 years ago.
If I had it to do over again, I would have done two classes because everything process is C. So, yeah, bachelor's in environmental science. I would have chemistry.
So she was getting another one and she sold the investment. But it doesn't like the last.
Call this meeting to order, the Town of Warner regular meeting for the month of May, May 7th, 2024. Please call roll.
Jeanette? Yes.
Here.
Roger?
Here.
Betty? Yes.
Here. Black Sloop.
Yeah, thank you. That's pretty good. Well, thanks for this beautiful weather. Thank you for the rain we've had and your blessings. I ask for your blessing on these people as they make decisions for this community, that they'll do that in your wisdom. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's skip down to agenda item number 1, consideration to take action with respect to the approval of the resolution of the Town of Warner, Oklahoma. We'll take a motion on this.
Make a motion to pass resolution 1.
We have a motion and second discussion. Were you
So-
wanting to add
Yeah,
to it?
so they don't think that we're just running through it. The attorney has read through this. This is the finance man, so you might want to let him speak for a moment. Yeah.
I'll be brief. So what you're approving here is a note of the utilities authority. The town has to take action because you have to approve any indebtedness that's incurred by the public trust. This will be a $640,000 note from Armstrong Bank. It's going to be interest only for the first 18 months, and then it will have an amortization schedule to be paid out on a monthly basis over a 5-year term. It's fully prepayable at any time. We don't expect to get that far into the road. The purpose of this note is to fund the engineering work on the water plant project so that we can get to the point of getting bids in hand and be able to close the interim construction loan that's required for rural development financing. So our hope is that by December of 2025, we will have gotten to the point that we can close that interim financing. This note will get paid off and rolled into that, so you won't actually have to pay on it. If it carries out a few months, it's okay. The revenue that you're going to receive either from the sales tax or the utility revenues are more than sufficient to cover it. And also you have the sewer project that's on maybe a little bit faster timeline to get to the point of financing with rural development. That's okay. Because if we get to the point that you do the interim construction, you finish that, and you go to permanent financing with rural development, that will meld right in with this on a parity, and then we'll pay this off at the time, and then your other water note with rural development eventually will be on a parity with the sewer note. So we get to the end result that we want, but this allows you to have the money to go ahead and get the engineering work done that you need to get to the point that you can finance the project.
Armstrong is going to let us put the money into an account that also draws interest as well.
So you'll get the benefit of whatever interest earnings you have on that.
And the loan's already been approved.
All right. Anything to put add to it, Jeff?
No, I'm next though.
All right. Okay, entertain a motion.
Who made the motion?
Tony did, and then Betty seconded.
Okay,
Okay.
all right, please call roll.
Jeanette?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes,
Betty? Yes. Kevin?
Yes.
item passes.
We need to
Go
close this.
into,
We need to close this meeting and go into the water.
So the resolution needs to be signed. You're gonna sign both of them at the same time.
Yeah, we can take action and then I'll have them sign it real quick.
okay, we'll see, what's the time on,
The time is 5:41.
okay, let's go into the Warner Utility Authority. Please call roll.
Jeanette?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Betty?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
It's
Okay.
under your WA tab.
The tab. The WA tab. She's all organized. No.
Let's go to agenda item number 1. Same as the town. Entertain a motion.
I'd make it same as the town.
Second.
Have a motion and a second discussion. Do you want to add anything? Okay, please call roll.
Jeanette?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Betty? Yes. Kevin?
Yes.
Okay, time.
It's 5:42.
Okay.
What we're doing now is we're getting the paperwork signed and we just approve so he can get back on the road several hours away. Sign this in.
Yeah. That one's good.
Sticker shock.
That's nothing. Jason.
Yeah.
What's this? You talking about me?
Yes.
Talking about sticker shock, he moved
Oh, yeah.
stickers from one to the
Oh, you get what you pay for.
other. That's right.
Yeah.
On authority. Thank you.
She had them organized and I done messed them up.
Is that all it has, Lisa?
Yes. Nate, that's all you need, correct?
Yes, yes.
So we need to go
Yes,
back to
that's
the
all.
water department then.
But no, you stay.
Stay with water.
Okay, well, this is with the WA Water Utility Authorities. Item number 2, discussion and action on the agreement for engineering service for the new intake and water treatment plant for final design, bidding services, construction phase services, and on the site inspection with Holloway and Updike. Make a entertaining.
I mean, you are, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got a schedule here, talked about. Fortunately, it matches what Nate did. Okay, you look at this, we're just ready to start the final, the preliminary plans there, which are full-size plans. That's next week. And then final plans and key review. We're gonna have to deal with the Corps of Engineers again, because environmental, they wouldn't approve until they saw the final plan. So, we'll try to do that concurrently. And we got advertising for construction bids, about August of next year. That's our goal. And then open the bids in September, award the construction contract, it'll be one construction contract. About October, and then we start construction, and that's also the loan closing, so that's when you take out this loan, you get the big loan. And then I've got a 20-month construction here, so that shows the startup of the plant. Yeah, the project completion December 27th. It's a long ways out there, so we've already moving ahead on this, we've done some surveying. We're gonna move your intake further out in the water, because it's a lake, it's really low, it'll be on dry ground. So that's when we're gonna get that done. So I have a contract here with you to leave
We have to move it to the south.
west.
West.
I think that's west,
Yeah.
yeah, in the lowest part of the lake, you know. So, the contract's here, I sent it to rural development, I have a letter from them approving it. So, we're ready to start, if you're ready for us to start.
Did you want to read anything? I'm sorry,
Did you go over it?
yes, I did.
Sounds like a long time, but it'll be here before you know.
It takes a while. We're gonna hurry as much as we can. Let's get this done, so. And Alicia and I will probably go to the Cherokee Nation next week and go over the project with them and make sure they've got it on the list. And
Is this just the water treatment, not the sewer
the
treatment?
sewer's faster. You know, we've got the plans and specs approved on that. So once the legal work is done, I think they wanted to wait till this here to make sure everything is going. That we can get that bid in a few months. The plans are done
What's
and
the time span on that?
less, probably 10 months of construction or 12 maybe. So you're under consent order on that, but we're way ahead of schedule. We're way ahead of
Thank
schedule.
you.
No more fines.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Did you vote? I don't know.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna have that.
Okay.
Okay. Entertain motion.
Make a motion to accept the agreement. The engineering on the water treatment plant.
Okay. Have a second?
Second.
Have a second discussion? Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
Are you gonna get your
I'm
signature
fast.
here
Yes,
real
sir.
quick on three of these?
What's the time?
This is a
Time
standard.
is, 5:50.
This is a rural development contract, it's so thick. It's just got all this boilerplate in it. You want to leave one? You guys are two. You can see. That's it. You got it. Is that it? Two more. You want-
Oh, there it is. I have the unsigned stuff, so they should probably keep the signed.
I'll send it to Artie. I'll send it to him. Thank you very much. We'll do a good job. I brought some, just real quick. Took bids on a plant, a new plant at J. $2 million, $2 million gallons. 700,000. This is off coast, you know, electrical. A lot of engineering involved. What do you need? Yours is it, the end, it should work, they did it at the inside. Pretty much a new plant.
What's the closest one built?
Wagner, Dakota. I think probably 15 years old. Same problem. Anyway, that's the effort in the specs. And we'll hold a pre-bid conference. We'll be there to hold it. This takes us to the whole meeting. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you need me for any more meetings with sales tax, let me know. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Okay, let's go back to the, close this one out.
5:53.
Make a motion to close it.
Okay, we have a motion, do we have a second? Second. Discussion, seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
Yes.
Still 5:53.
And let's open up the town. Entertain motion.
I'll make a motion, we open it at now 5:54.
Second. Discussion, seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go to the consent agenda. This is item number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Make a motion to approve 1 through 5.
Have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
Revenue report. Does anybody want me to go over this report? Good. Okay. Our income was 78,000. For the general fund, it was 29,000. The street department, 4,800. Community centers, 4,800. Police department, fire department was 4,800. The sewer and water was 9,700. And the infrastructure was 19,000.
Date on it, 2016.
Do what?
It's 2016, right?
Under 4 cent sales tax levy.
That's when it started.
That's when it
Sales
started.
tax started. I'm lying.
I make a motion to accept the revenue report.
Same.
Have a motion and a second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette? Yes. Tony?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Betty? Yes. Kevin?
Yes.
Item passes. Item number 2, discussion action on agenda request from Casey Johnson to meet and greet. He's not going to show up, is he?
He's not here.
Okay, so we can just skip that.
No action.
No action. Okay. Item number 3, discussion and action on agenda request from Ron Cosby. He would like to address the Board of Trustees about the ongoing audit of the town of Warner. You're up, sir.
How you doing?
All right.
This will be real quick. I know that when Johnny was here and we had problems with the other accountants and this and that, it's been a big mess, but it's been going on for months and months and months. And I would just like to see an audit. So can we figure out, I know the ladies that took over are doing a wonderful job, but do we have like a definitive date when I can get a hold of where the tax money's going, or are we just going to keep letting this go? I know y'all got a deadline. You're going to have to approve a budget in June, I believe, for the fiscal year next year. How do you do that and you haven't seen what's been going on? I'm just asking questions. I would like to see an audit. I would like to know when I can see an audit. I'm sure the other town people would like to know when they can see what's going on with our finances. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's see. Need no action on that. Item number 4, discussion action on agenda request from Ron Cosby requiring interagency.
Interagency.
Yes.
That's about
That's a mouthful. Background checks on law enforcement personnel prior to hiring. Sir.
I'm back up again. Okay, here's the thing. This one is really touching me hard because I lived in Owasso for 10 years, and there was a teacher up there, and he did a bunch of stuff inappropriately in the classroom, and they let this person resign. And instead of putting anything out there, they just let him resign. So then he went from Owasso to Tulsa and started teaching other kids. So then I had to contact Project Veritas, and it's been national news. When we're dealing with our kids and our community and our public safety and things of that nature, these people, I think we need to hold to a higher standard. Towns like Gore, right across the river, they do triple I's on their police officers before they hire them. Everybody does a background check. I could probably pass a background check, to be honest with you, but not a triple I. I've been an old paramedic too. But if you knew some of the things that these people do, not criminally, but inappropriately, and then they're charged with teaching our children and protecting our children. I just had a grandbaby yesterday. I want to know what is going on with our police officers, fire department, EMS, teachers. These are people we need to hold to a higher standard. So I would I'm working on legislation with politicians in Oklahoma City. I would really urge y'all to be proactive on this instead of reactive. Do those extra background checks, interagency, on present and future PD hires, fire hires, whatever. Do it. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Take care. Did you want to tell everybody your baby's name?
My grandbaby's name is Ruby Renee.
Big Renee. All right.
She's born yesterday, and that's why I spoke about it tonight. And I know that I need to know the people that y'all hire. We're going to take care of her.
Item 5, discussion action on Town of Warner financial budget and audit from K2 Accounting. Y'all want
Are you wanting us to report on where we are on the audit? Is that what you're wanting? Okay, right now we're waiting call from Jackie to Alicia to talk about the disclaimer. We already have our beginning balances ready. We're ready to go. We talked about the disclaimer before, but you guys wanted to talk to Jackie, or you wanted Alicia to talk to Jackie. So I know that Jackie covered this evening, but, so we're just waiting on that. We're actually, we got our beginning balances good, and we're ready to go. Just to be clear, we haven't charged a dime for the audit yet. So we plan on billing that at the end. We've already put our maximum hours in it already, just beginning our beginning balances, but so that's just where we're at. So, we're not gonna request more, it is what it is. We just didn't realize that, like, the beginning balances are so.
You know what you get into.
But when you talk about
Yes.
beginning balances, it is the balances that were on the audit that were good and approved as a good audit were adjusted. So we had to go back in and remake those balances correct because they were already audited with good audits. And now we're having to start from scratch now going into the next year because those numbers were adjusted after an audit was already approved and good.
So I asked you, I think last time that that happened because the computer will let somebody do that. We have a program in place to stop that now.
Yes, anyone should know to not go adjust.
Well, we
prior
actually
balances.
tried to do that today and it wouldn't let us, so she must have put in a ticket
Good.
to do it.
Yeah,
Because it shouldn't be possible for somebody to go in and change
It
and go back
wasn't
into
possible.
your.
when the year is closed, you should not be able to go make prior year
That was
entries.
a question, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for checking that.
No problem.
how many years back are you having to go?
That was,
We are doing, yes, we are doing year 21, 22, 22, 23, and we are currently involved in 23, 24, where we are doing day-to-day operations of the town and helping them with training and getting things and everything adjusted. So we're doing
Budget.
almost 3 years worth of work,
Yeah.
all at one time.
and I mean, we're a CPA firm, taxes dictate precedence. So.
So is there any timeline that y'all can give our public as far as how long
Whenever
it's
you
gonna
guys
take?
tell us the disclaimer is okay, that's kind of what we're waiting on to move forward to see. I mean, we're not stopping, we're not saying, oh, we're just waiting for the disclaimer. But that does decide how much work we have to do to get it this year. So a disclaimer is saying there's not an opinion. We're saying this is how it is. We know that there were issues, and then we'll have an opinion for this most recent year.
Has the auditor sent the disclaimer so we can read it?
No, we have to give her the trial balance and we have to give her the work papers. So we're waiting for approval from the board to do that. Because there's no reason for us to spend the work and time on a disclaimer if the disclaimer is one.
Okay, so somebody needs to tell us what the disclaimer means to us.
The disclaimer means there's no opinion on the financial statements. It is, this is how they are. The auditor does a cursory look at it, compiles everything together, and we move on. She doesn't actually audit that.
How does that affect us with the state of Oklahoma?
It does.
They don't accept it?
They do
Yeah,
accept it.
yeah, it doesn't affect you. Yeah, prior to when we came in, that's all the town ever got, was disclaimers. And we didn't like that. But, so we made it where, actual audit opinions were done because that's what should be done, right? But it's just because we're so far back. But if that's what you guys want to do, that's fine. I just want to be clear, it will take more time.
So what do we need to do on our end? What do we need to approve?
You guys need to decide if the disclaimer is good enough or if you want a regular audit.
And that's not on our agenda, correct? So we will have to put that on an agenda.
Yeah. I mean,
With the disclaimer, we can still go out and get grants and all that. It's not going to affect. the
That's
town.
correct. And that's often what's done when there are past due audits.
so that was previously all the town always got.
There was a particular auditor, what was his name? He passed a couple years ago.
Rob
Kershaw.
Kershaw.
Robert Kershaw, that's all Kershaw gave, was disclaimers.
And he does
That
it
I'm-
for multiple other, he did it for multiple other.
Yeah, we went and looked at all the towns that he did, all he did was disclaimers, and he charged full price. So, I don't know how he got by with that, but that's what happened in the past, so. We changed it to where an actual audit was done, and she actually looks at, internal controls and all
How
those
many
kinds
years
of-
did actual audits get done while y'all were doing it previously?
2017 to 2021 were actual approved and good audits.
So prior to that, they were always disclaimers, and then 4 audits got done, and now we're, so we would be
Went with someone
doing,
else.
we would be doing disclaimers for how many years? 2 or 3? 2 years?
2, and then a regular audit for this most recent.
That's all we got control over anyway.
Right, that's kind of why they do it, it's like, what can you do? I mean,
So do we need to put that on next month's agenda, or what do we need
It's
to do?
within the scope.
It's
so-
under the auditing and financial budget and audit.
So we can approve to have them do the.
You could approve for them to accept a disclaimer from the auditor for
tax years 21, 22,
21,
yeah, 22, 23.
22, 23,
Yeah, 21, 22, that's 1 year,
okay.
and 22, 23, that's the next year. And then for 24, what we're finishing, we'll have a real audit.
I make a
That would be
motion
23,
that we
Yes.
do the disclaimer so we can get this ball rolling. For the years of 20, 20, 21, 22, 23, what she said.
Yes.
I'm like, what she said.
FY 22 and FY 23.
Yes, yes.
And one thing about that is, when the loan was negotiated with Armstrong Bank for the engineering fees for the water plant, Armstrong Bank was the only one willing to do the loan,
Without,
and they were only willing to do the percentage rate that they gave because we had no audits for 3 years. And we already knew that we couldn't get any grants because we were behind 3 years. So, I mean, we gotta,
all we can do is move
Yeah.
forward and just
This
look
will
at things and keep
allow
moving
us to
forward.
get our gas tax. again
I'll
as
second
well.
the
but
disclaimer.
it's held up the gas tax this whole time.
And document, just finding the documents is what's been hard for us, for the people that did it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second discussion.
Who is the
See.
second?
Tony,
Please call roll.
Jeanette,
yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
Yes. Item passes. Item number 6, discussion and action on opening seal bids for the park grant.
Sheila isn't here. We did not get any sealed bids for the park grant this time, so I will have to consult with her to see what we do now.
No way.
So it's on hold.
No action.
All right, item number 7, discussion action on air conditioning grant quotes.
I contacted, this is also another grant that was, previously started and it's just now put into motion. And I got 3 different bids or quotes, but this is the only one that got back to us. And so, I will have to give this to Sheila as well.
They're right here in Warner. What is this?
This is for, air conditioning units in the senior citizen and in the library.
Kids by whom?
Wolves, they're here, they're over 5 those.
Yeah.
Is the equipment not working, Dole, any one of them, any of those down right now? Or?
Some of the equipment is salvageable, and so we will store that just in case something goes wrong with any other air conditioners.
This is down for grant money?
But this is a grant that they qualified for. This was last year.
And it's for 34,671.
Yes.
I'd wait to have this, if we do pass this, I'd wait to have this installed, and let we get the repairs made on the library. Somebody that's still.
Well, it's like June before he can even get to us anyway.
I make a motion that we.
There's no action on
No
this.
action. We don't do anything.
No.
Item number 8, discussion action on the review of the budget request for 2024-2025 fiscal year.
Those were in your packet.
We look at those
They're these, yeah.
individually, or we have to go on more than we got? Thank you.
That doesn't go water and all that go. Well, utilities, that would go. Alicia, does the utilities goes underwater, right?
No.
So it has to be departmental budget per department.
I got it. This is the script department here.
Maybe you want to speak to that, that's not how it does. Maybe it should.
David,
Yes.
do you have a price on this back trailer?
Yeah, it's in there.
These are for.
These are in your face.
One
Studies,
for street.
like couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Big.
What's the price of it?
And like payment for this, having people, those
just
types
like,
of things.
remember we talked about,
To get
we
them
go in
so
and
they
tank
would have
house,
more
it's got that arm
to
on
and
it.
then turn it
We'll just put it on.
And then if we get back,
Yeah.
we take this, we have
Oh,
the current
Put on that arm.
year's expenses, add these things that are billed,
We just got one.
and then if the budget doesn't work.
If something is here, it's split between
Yeah.
county water.
This just gives us a starting point of where to start that budget.
You know how they rocks.
On the capital.
I still think maybe you have to have a special meeting or something,
Okay.
if you're gonna have a fact session, if they gotta go one by one.
No, yeah. No, this is like.
Well, they have to go, each department is asking for their own request, it's not one by one
Yeah,
for
that's
the budget
one.
lines, this is just special requests.
Just can't get it consistent.
Right.
And the budget comes next time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is not.
Okay.
This is request.
And so
Or if they need another person,
And
something, what about this range different than this year?
you don't,
Yeah.
that's the second command.
Other than that, we budget based on current year.
And so we just,
In addition, and,
Yeah.
you know, those kinds
it's
of
not, we've not tried to rebuild the old that we had.
revenues are, revenue has to be stated 90% of previous year's
So
revenue.
that's,
These are
I
just-
just, you're not looking.
This just gives us expenses.
We looked at some, we put it on, we put it in this budget, we can go. But we still got the old one, but we just kind of upgraded. And that price there is, we put there, because we have stuff, we did get 12 one, about 16,000. We put that there, just to give us some money to play with, if we can pass the direction outside.
Okay, so are we discussing individual requests here or what?
I think we should. Cause like on your
That's
town,
what I understood is, just in there, that down the road, that it was budgeted in. Right. That was money. Because I asked about my budget in our parks and roads.
Are we out of line?
That was that next year. That's why I didn't budget in replacements for some roads.
we can go through each one of these individually. Start with like your community center, right? It has nothing.
We could have no action, you guys can look at this, and then we can have a special meeting, 'cause we will be here all night to do this.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to you.
Make a motion to
There's
table the
plenty.
budget request form.
Because we're still working on that anyway.
Some of them are complete anyway.
Tony and
Okay, item number 9, discussion action on fire department monthly report, Warner Falls Mutual Aid Training, Community Outreach, Financial Expenditures, current and future. Thank you, Mr. Moore.
The boss is on his way, I'm just passing that.
You're the boss, he's.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Just look.
Our run count was 26 total runs. We had 2 grass fires, 7 structure fire alarms, 3 wrecks, 11 first response, 2 weather spot. Yeah,
On that one, yes.
That's not
One
count.
was an electrical.
And that's not
That's not
That's
count,
not-
that's not count
Yeah.
Connor's alarm, but
Yes, that's
Yeah.
Connor's.
Other on this one is your electrical hazard from that storm
That's right.
and the gas.
We had the gas leak.
I don't count.
So 1 vehicle fired and 1 was canceled at the station. But yeah, alarms, I think
Connor Station.
5 or 6 of them was Connors.
it used to be 12, 14.
Yeah,
it
it's
used to be
getting better.
upwards to
You must
16
not
of
be
them.
burning popcorn anymore.
Yeah.
School's got the other, so.
We're slacking off a little bit on this. We are talking with OSU about some more training classes. Last Saturday, we just had a
landing zone training with the new air unit out of the station for Houston. They landed down here and we did it.
Still gonna use the same place, right now.
It was school
Yes.
park? Oh, was it?
They just sat down there
Oh,
because
okay.
they had never landed here.
Oh, okay.
So that was an area big enough for them to land, and then we showed them where we're going to do it.
Okay.
It's easy to control that area.
Yeah, you can walk the streets.
But, like I said, that's pretty much the gist of it.
We appreciate the job you're doing. You're doing a good job.
Also appreciate the fire department, or the police department helping me out there at that one fire in the Parkland Park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get some of the fun ones like that. Usually it's fog or somebody cooking, grilling something. Other than that, that's about it for the fire department.
No action?
Thank you, sir. Item 10, discussion action on the street department monthly report. David, you gonna do that?
I got your state there.
Sure.
Well, the first 2 weeks we've been able to start getting some mowing, but the last rain has come in.
You're not gonna get any.
Just wiped us out, you know. So anyway, we managed to pat some holes on 10th Street, and then we did some down 3rd Avenue, South 3rd Avenue, coming Fiesta Mart, and a few spots. But like I said, this rain come in, it's, you know, damaged us a little bit. So hopefully if it ever clears out, we can get back to doing those things. And I'm not really sure where we're at on doing the new roads, 7th, 6th.
We just got the acceptance letter today and it's
Right.
in his packet to sign.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Awesome.
So we'll be
have to
looking
wait
at-
on rain.
Yes. No, no.
No rain. Yeah.
Woo! All right. And that town cleanup day this month, I think it went pretty good, you know, I mean, they didn't tear up too much or nothing.
A lot of
It was
people
pretty well
appreciated
clean
it.
when it was all over, you know, so I think everything went good on that. And then we replaced the 10 horn on 10th Street, 5th Avenue, got that going, and then we put more asphalt, it's up by the school where the buses and stuff are, so we got that fixed. And right now, we're down to 2 dogs in the pound, which we had like 5 last month or 6, and so we're down to 2. We're down to 1, but we picked one up about 2 weeks ago, another dog. And so trying to put out weed spray, but you know, with the rain and stuff.
You're
it's
not
just-
gonna be doing
No.
that.
And then today we began brush cutting limbs back with our brush cutter. So we start working on that. It opens up the roads, it makes them look a lot better, so.
I
Other than
see
that,
it.
that's pretty much for the town
I
side.
see on here though, it says need new trash cans at the park.
Yeah, I think Lori's been working with new trash,
Yeah, I'm trying to get some pricing on that.
because we got some down there that I guess got borrowed and never brought back. And then they just filled in them net, you know how the big strings are, they just use that filled in. JC put big bags in them for the ones who has them, but there's some that don't have nothing in it, and they just filled it up, so. We're looking at trying to repair them, get them. And the splash pads going this, you know, they turn it back off, we got that going this month, a few weeks ago. More water uses. That we need.
They were on the 10 horns.
Yes, sir.
Is there any, this is on the existing ones, cleaning them out.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of equipment that we need to?
Well, we could look at something when we, you know, we're gonna redo that budget, we might be able to put something,
Put something on
when we
that, clean
redo
the
that,
tent board down.
something about jacking them out or something.
Yes.
Jetter.
What we run into over here was concrete pipe, concrete, and then half of it was just regular old rock tin ore, where they just butt them together. And so we ended up, there wasn't no way we could unstop it, so we ended up just ripping it out, putting a new one in, and then redoing it, because that's where all the buses and stuff run. So we did get that. It looks better, and it drains too now, so that'll just be a process that we'll just have to work as we go, you know, and fix them. I think run it down and then run in one day, you know,
Yeah, we're gonna-
just stopped up, and tried to open it up, and it's still just dribbling out.
It's broken middle.
Yeah, yeah. So, anyway, that's about it on that part of it.
All
I
right.
appreciate it. And
Thanks,
while
sir.
we're still on this, because it falls under the park area, I want to thank Tony for fixing our flags at the park. We got both to fix those all up, and we do have a Warner state flag, or Warner town flag that will be going up there also.
Get that done.
Oh, okay. Do we have a poll for that?
Yes, there's a third pole, or second pole.
Second pole, I'm just gonna rework it. I'm gonna fix the top of it.
Okay.
Do some repair on it. I'll get
No
that.
action.
Okay, item number 11. Discussion and action on removing 13 dead or dying trees at Rogers Park. Either doing this internal or getting quotes.
Didn't we get a pole?
You gotta go, it's ridiculous.
There's gravy.
I'd like to see us do this internally, we've got the equipment to do it. And, we're- have some more manpower to do that, and do that internally, would save
$11,000.
Whatever you guys want to do. We got the huge backhoe, and we got a small track, Nickels live by the rest, it's all their back. Got to make to haul them all. Down to the gun.
What do you think, man?
I think if you have the workers that'll do it, then
Saving the town money.
We got the workers. Whether they do it or not, that's
A lot of money.
don't do it.
You tell them that's their duties for however many days that's their job, then that would be their assignment.
What about if we were to try to do as much as we can? And then what we can't do, hire that part out.
there are some really big
Yeah,
trees,
there's some
yes.
big trees down.
And they're all dead, and they're dropping limbs in the park.
But I wouldn't mind this summer. I got a kid that wants to eat, so he can help.
Hey, you got 13 trees down. I counted about 10 of them, that's all they have something that has to leave. I mean, I don't know.
There's a couple that I understand that have a disease on them, maybe, that need to come out of there.
I'll make the motion, we try it internally as far as we can.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, discussion. All right, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty. Yes. Kevin.
Yes.
Item passes. Item 12, discussion and action on amending current dog impoundment disposal of animals at large. Or
Do you have a typed up new ordinance?
In your package.
I'm not used to having everything in here. Sorry. That was good.
The top page is the present ordinance, and below that is the proposed change.
Thank you for doing all the work on this.
this has to be published, right?
It's published in the newspaper. If it's passed.
This would be a new ordinance, correct?
Well, it's an amendment to that
Amendment to
ordinance
the ordinance.
number. So the present paragraphs remain, and then there's added paragraphs to it.
I make a motion we add this to the ordinance.
So you're accepting the amendment as written, and
This amendment is written. Be voted on by trustees and signed by trustees.
Okay, what about number C? Did we do that now or after? It says fees and impoundment shall be established by the board of trustees by motion or a resolution.
I think you already have the fee established now.
We already have a table.
Whether or not it's collected, I'm not sure, but
Roy, you know what the fees are on that? We charge.
Per day for dogs?
Yeah.
$10 a day
Okay.
per dog.
We know it's $10 still if the license them, right?
The license on them is still $10 as well.
there's a separate ordinance about licensing. This is just the impoundment.
Yeah, it's $10 a day.
I second the motion.
And if the owner comes in, that it is collected. But that they come claim their dog.
Okay. Make a motion.
I seconded Tony first.
Okay. We have motion and second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Betty.
Yes. Just making sure you guys are awake down there.
Item passes. Item number 13, discussion and action on the police department monthly report.
Ronnie, is it?
We have a total of 123 community contacts, 6 animal complaints. We had 6 community outreaches, went to the school, track meets, stuff like that. Total of 135. Officer ranks completed 10 hours of free continuing education online. I completed 4. We had a meeting with Sheriff Simmons and Chief Diddy. Visited with them, trying to rebuild a working relationship between all the departments. Met with the schools, all the principals, also trying to rebuild that trust. Chief Edwards had ordered between 24 and 36 shirts and pants. I visited with the company, dropped it down to 12 pants, 12 shirts. That's enough to get everyone outfitted in uniforms. Unit 5500, which is a 2013 Ford Explorer, was sent to the shop for transmission issues. They changed the fluid in it. It's matted. It seems to be working for now. That's about all we got.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. No action on number 13.
Okay, item 14, discussion and action on hiring Brandon McGee as a full-time police officer. May go into executive session.
I'll make a motion, we go into an executive session. The time is 6:34.
Do we have a motion? We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
His
Yeah, I
packet
guess.
is included.
His application is in here. It should be.
What does policy say?
Right here.
See, I know some men that I don't know. Wanda and I is all running together here. You're good. Yes, but we'll bring it back in a minute.
Information out to the public, because they're up there. They haven't heard anything about it. Jeanette didn't even know it was in her pocket. She just said it. It's already done. It just doesn't seem transparent. They should have it up there on the deal. They have the agenda, but they don't have the policy. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Who are these people they're fixing to hire? Maybe they are, I don't know anybody, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I know, I'm just a shit stirrer, I know.
Like me? Can't discuss what you can't legally discuss. Right. I don't know what. I mean, what you can't discuss.
Ronnie. Just Ronnie for now. No. No. Every year. I don't know. I know. It doesn't make it doesn't mean you're like, that means this bad.
What you think?
Audit thing? It's got
No, I appreciate you telling them yes. They gotta come on with it. Let me see it. Good, bad, or ugly, let me just see it. But they don't. They just said it. This will be the first audit in 3 years.
And we're pretending everything that happened in the 3 years didn't.
And we're approved. If somebody went back and changed it after they were.
Right, right. But I can't see that. I can't see what's going on. Let me look at the numbers. It's all money. And I don't care about the dog policy. I don't care about the dog policy. But I think that information should be in front of us so we can reach out to them and let them know what we think
I
about it.
remember they talked about it a couple of meetings ago. But same thing, I don't think they ever did anything.
They didn't present us with what their proposal and change was. We're as much of the process, we're as much of a process of this as they are. But they don't see it that way.
Cancer, bigger problem.
Cancer, cancer.
That's our favorite.
Oh, I just get so riled up. Yeah. And there ain't nothing you can do about it.
It's a shame, you know, it's a shame they just do what they want, you know, this is good, but that's it. That's it. And if you get up, say something, you say,
I was gonna say, they just, virtually ignored you.
Yeah,
Didn't
no, they
discuss
went
it,
on.
didn't ask any questions, didn't.
Well, they'll ignore me for about this long. Something's coming.
And I promise you, if the women setting up that field for me, what Ron Ross has done, I love these departments to women, there's no way they are terrible.
Hey,
No way.
I'm on live stream right now. Everybody's hearing what you say.
That's fine. Thank you.
I know. I've heard the
Just
same.
like I told
I've
you
heard the
earlier.
same thing. I
Just
know.
like I told her, I raised my right hand in 1970. Took a oath to this nation, the Constitution. But they don't do it though. The soldiers don't. They break that oath every day. No. Hear me, and I'm not, anything about me, I'm not bashful. I'll speak my mind. And the Constitution lets me do it, as long as I don't directly aim at somebody and say, I'm gonna hurt you or something like that.
Right.
And nothing, nobody can do about it.
That's why I'm still on TV and everything else.
That's right, that's right.
I'll say what I need to say.
But they don't want people to do that. They want you to cower down and not say nothing.
Yeah, they'll send you messages in the middle of the night telling you to be quiet.
No, no, no. You're talking to the wrong guy here.
I know.
Wrong guy.
And there's a lot of us in this town like that.
Well,
But I wish the younger generation would come out and start speaking up.
when you let people take away your rights, they take away more and more every time.
I know.
You know, this right here, this ought not be going to executive session and talk about harnessing. They don't have to do it out in the public.
Well, they've already told us his name. We know his name. As long as they don't talk about his social security number and stuff, I think, yeah, you're right. Here they come. Mhm.
These people right now, these people for that guy. It's unbelievable.
You're the only one I've heard that from.
Oh. He's rough as stuff gets.
I got a podcast.
I love y'all. I do. I even said good stuff about you.
We don't like you.
I know. Nobody likes me. I know.
No, I.
Make a motion, we come out of executive session 6:50.
Second? Please call roll.
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we hire Brandon McGee at $16 an hour. He will go off, be sent to Cleat. After Cleat, we'll reevaluate at the pay increase.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
Item passes. Item 15, discussion action on appointing Zachary Bauer as reserve police officer and is required training. May go into executive session.
Make a motion, we go into executive session 6:51. See, go to the application.
Yes,
Yes.
looks like this. Wow, yours will look right.
It was right there.
Yes, it was right behind it.
It was right there, it was. It's going now. I got it.
I need to say
Is there a
this.
second?
Second.
You got a motion and a second.
Do it. Have a second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
I have I can't keep them moving.
Turn up. Absolutely.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
That's what I do. Absolutely. I have no problem telling the truth.
That's it. That's it. I have problems with the police officer you are doing my way. Can't be corrupt. Tell the truth. It's not near as hard. It's hard to cover up them lies, but you tell the truth.
Absolutely.
Oh, those aren't mine, those are hers. I can't see.
Y'all know Zachary? Yeah, I believe Cookie Beard was a person. No, Joey Pass.
Mitchell Whipple, my coach, yeah. Oh, Mitchell was my coach.
Chief,
That's two then. Probably so. But I started the team.
Yeah,
We
we
got
went
Mitch to help me.
Somebody had built like a field on their end. Mitchell, yeah, Mitchell.
Yeah. Little Mitch did too. Yeah. Little Mitch did. He did that for about 5 years.
I have pictures of me and Billy on a ball team together.
Yeah.
Probably, you're probably in there. Small world. Yeah, I moved down to Warren in 6th grade. I was over Phil Gibson from kindergarten to 6th. I remember you know the barbecue going out there.
Up on the corner where that smoke shop was, from the corner of it. I built all that, put all that in there. I didn't build a 30 smoke shop.
You're right.
Yeah, I've been there since 2000.
Yeah, I remember Billy running it. I reached out to him whenever I saw it. I was like, there's not many tourists.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to school together and played ball together years ago. 30 years ago, probably. The lawyers going to subpoena.
Just need to subpoena them. Open record back.
You're up right. It's going to show us pretty quick. Me? Oh, two stars, somebody else. Right. As long as you got truth and evidence, yeah.
That's it.
No, you ain't no better than they are if you do that.
That's what I told them once a year. I said, y'all hard, y'all just a place to y'all know better than me. That's exactly what I told them. There's about 6 of them standing. One of them, Kevin Reeves. No better than me.
We went to the doctor today.
Yeah, you can't just go around stuff off of there. Yeah.
God, the doctor looks at like he's my daddy, tell me what I can do, what I can't do. What I can do, what I can't do.
I've been there and done that too.
Oh, I know. I know.
I'm gonna get a handle, but yeah, you're right. I need to get that stuff. Just on my horse and all that kind of stuff. I'll get with it.
You bet.
We can do something. Because if he didn't happen, it would happen. But if it did, everybody needs to know. Yeah, I know. I know.
No swear.
Yeah, I've heard it from so many people. I appreciate your pen, man. Your pen. I love your pen. Where are you at?
Zoned, girl is zoned.
I appreciate you coming up here and taking pictures too. You have to.
It's one little thing I can do because of the person.
Well, and you heard her a while ago, we're gonna have a special meeting on something. So,
Who are you with?
Me,
With you?
I'm with me.
You're my contact.
America, right?
Happy years.
Hook Torch. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah, I was on the Tennessee
Yes.
So I spoke today while I was in here before the meeting started. I give them all a piece of my mind.
Did you?
I sure did.
Did they pay attention?
I don't know if they paid attention or not. Well, Roger Johnson, there, he won't tell me, I can't do this, I can't do that. I said, you can't tell me what I can do. You're not my daddy. The Constitution gives me the right to say what I want to say as long as I don't threaten this gentleman. I'm gonna hurt him, you know. I can call him any name I want to call him. I'm pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's just, they don't want you. They want everybody to bow down to them because they wear on the badge. And I have a son that's a police officer. Been for 20 years. I know he's a good police officer. He does what's right. There's so many of them that don't. Because they got a gun and a badge. You know, they wonder why. Police officers. It's like that. Police officers. You know what? Police officers. Person out there. Look bad. That's what gets good. That's why people act like they need to police officers. But the thing about it is they protect them crooked ones and they never do nothing about it. You know? If it hadn't been for that young man sitting up there behind you, Ron Ross lied on his police report on me, said I assaulted him. I had a felony on my record for the rest of my life. I couldn't have voted. I couldn't own my guns. He stepped forward. He didn't have a subpoena. He said, that didn't happen. I said, I know that. I said, well, I'm going to subpoena. He said, you don't have a subpoena. You're the police officer here in the morning. He said, just tell me when court is. He came to court. Got out of the district attorney said, sir, said, my lawyer, our lawyer come here would like to tell you what happened. He told him, he said, well, he said, well, I'm not going to the body camera. Oh, well, let me see it. He wasn't going to believe me if he had that body camera. So he showed him the body camera. He said, oh, well, we'll dismiss that charge. All right. He couldn't tell him for us. Thanks to him.
I'm here. Good to see you.
So we do know there are good police officers.
Yeah.
That's it. Just, they're human beings. If they break the law, hell, I don't know. Fabrication to write them.
I'm gonna go too real quick. I make a motion, we come back out of executive session, 7:04.
Do we have a second? Second. We have a second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty.
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
I make a motion that we have Zachary be on reserve, and all these officers that we have done for these last two have had a criminal and a triple I background check.
Second. Motion, second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
Item 16, discussion and action on the repair work on the 2016 police unit.
So we have a patrol car that the water pump is out on. To do that, you have to pull the whole front end of the motor down, the timing chain and stuff, and guides. Miss Jeanette, I believe, got the estimate for us, the cheapest one. I got an estimate from Stigler Ford. I think they were a little over 4,000.
Yeah. And then Ford, I actually talked to him and he said he could get it in there and he said probably just about a week and he can get it back to you. So that's about the only one that I've seen. And he is really good and I have direct contact with him if you need his number, if you have any issues.
So,
3,000, yes.
was this on the agenda last month?
No, I don't think so. This just happened, didn't it?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
probably
just
been
happened.
a couple weeks ago.
What would you
Once again, I'll give my speech about individual authority. The board has to vote and appoint people to get bids and stuff like that. Now, the chief is a different thing. It's his police unit, it's under his budget and all of that kind of thing. You guys have no individual authority to act, to seek out bids or nothing without the board appointing you individually to do it.
So you're gonna have to get bids yourself.
Or you can vote to appoint any one or both, however many of you. But
That's been,
we've discussed that like 3 dozen times.
it's come out of the budget or where would it come out of? Come out of the budget. I thought we got 2 bids here. Are both the bids the same for water pump and timing component? Yeah, sir. Time change. Make a motion that we use Ford to repair the vehicle. Make a motion to get Ford and replace, repair the vehicle. $1,200 difference.
Now, do we know that this is going to fix this vehicle? Because, okay. The James Hodge bid, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we have a motion. Come say. Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? Second. We have a second discussion. Said we're gonna pay this out of the police department budget.
That would come out of their vehicle maintenance budget.
Do they have any money in it?
This would be done at James Hodges Fuller.
This is something that is necessary.
One thing too, we had on the James Hodge for, they got a complete breakdown of what they're doing. This other bid doesn't have anything but quote, so kind of hard. We've got all the bolt fans, gaskets, filters, oil. At the time, I think 13.5 hours to load.
don't have to abstain.
I think we got a first and a second.
Who made the motion?
Yeah, sure, I think yes.
Yeah. So you said James Hodge did. You seconded, Kevin.
Well, yeah.
The ladies are here. He's trying to figure out what's in their budget.
You want me to show you?
Well, I'm looking at their monthly expenses was $7,400 for last month. But
That's for the year to date.
because their carryover, or their,
Says available balance $13,140.
Oh, I was saying that. I was just going by this.
That's a red
right, okay.
That's what I'm not sure what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a motion and a second discussion, seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Item 17, discussion action on remodel work at the police department.
This is a grant that was, granted to the police department. Chief Edwards is going to cut this process rolling. Doing a remodel of the evidence room. Apparently it's not uncontrolled. It's easily accessible.
Which one is
We don't have bids on it, but you do.
We got two.
Right here.
So we're out there.
So, Workman's and
That's when we include in the air conditioning system.
So this is a grant that we applied for last year and Chief Edwards has already got it.
We might want to make sure we're comparing apples to apples here, because this is a big difference.
I guess so. Oh, maybe they're back to this. I don't have it. I guess I don't have it.
What you need?
I found the first one, but I don't have the second. I got Workman and then this.
$12,000 difference.
Workman's up.
It looks like it. That's it right there.
Oh, that's a resolution. And what do you mean, Alicia, we're not comparing?
No, I said we need to make sure that we are, because just like Tony said, there's a $12,000 difference there.
And this guy does not give much of an explanation. This guy's got it all mapped out, when it's less. So how do we know?
The 11 by 11 will be big enough.
Should be.
There's a lot of that, 15 by 18. So what's the difference?
15 by
15 by 18 plus big.
And this one's only 12, almost 12 by 12.
How big of an area do you need?
be nice to have 15 by 18, that way gives more room for evidence later on in the future. This 11 by 11, or 12 by 12,
Basically.
it will be enough to accommodate that. It's probably enough for next.
15 by 18 is 126 square feet, so that's why it's a bigger, higher bid, so it's not apples to apples. So what we might do is table this till we get the bids,
Back from this other one, to see.
get him to bid the 18 by 15. Get Jerry to do that. Make a motion to table it till we get the bids to the same diameter, same floor spacing. It's 126 more square feet, it'll make it much more difference in your air conditioning, flooring, all your materials, period.
Well,
So a lot of that is not in this cheap one. So a lot of that's not in the cheap one.
No, we don't show it. We need to itemize bids also from Lockhart.
This one down there, too.
At least see if we can get a school itemized bid from Lockhart and give it to Palmer and see if we can do the bigger size, please.
Alright, I can do it.
Thank you, ma'am.
okay. Item 18, discussion and action on Officer Wade Ring. Ongoing to, and how do you pronounce it?
Intoxilizer.
Toxilizer operative course. All right.
You all don't have that. It's just a form that I have printed off that it's training that Chief Russ has asked, Officer Raines has asked for you to be able to go to. It's $60.
Make a motion.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
He's just gonna drive up there that day, correct? Okay.
Please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
Item 19, discussion action on evidence audit at the police department.
So state does not do evidence audits anymore. They gave me a list of people that do audits. One out of probably 15 of them did audits for evidence, and that's this workman's. I have to look for that.
What's the cost of that audit? It's down here. Hourly rate of $125 an hour. $150. $250 an hour. All the stuff. Where they drive from, you know.
On the city, where the company's based on.
How many hours do you think it takes?
Yes, from 80 to 120 hours.
Says 80 to 120.
Moments.
I'm fixing that.
Pretty big thing. You guys,
At $20,000.
you guys wish not to do this, me and Officer Mullins can do it, we're not talking on our own. Just have two people in there at a time, going through stuff.
What do you recommend, Anita?
Well, obviously, the audit would be best, but the thing is this, the evidence room's been basically unsecure all of this time, so, I mean, if you have two people doing it, it's just as probably good, as if they did do it, because first off, they work here and they know more about the evidence locker than people who couldn't do anyway. And it's already been
Several months.
open to all of the officers.
According to this, it costs between $20,000 and $30,000.
Right.
And it has $120, between 80 and 120.
And that's just an estimate. That's not a guarantee.
No.
So,
And all you guys can do is just document everything down on
Do what?
paper.
Weren't you over it before?
Yeah.
So you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if we make a proposal that you would take this job on. So if we make an amendment that you guys would do it. I realize it may cost them overtime, but you don't know.
Definitely some overtime.
You know,
would the audit be done and stuff secured before they would remodel the,
Yes.
I think that would be necessary.
So we'd have to do it before and after, once it's moved.
make a motion, we do in-house audit.
Second.
We have a motion and a second discussion. Please call roll.
The question's been asked if a neutral outside party should be there, so there would be no question. The only thing about that is,
My thing to that is I would like for them, since the evidence room is a mesh grade pretty much, metal building, metal room, I would ask that they stand outside and watch, or they don't have actual access to the evidence.
Yeah, because that
That way
evidence
we can
has
keep
to
it
be
in chain of
private,
custody.
where
Yeah.
people may not, other civilians may not need to know what evidence is in there also.
Could we not
Can
get
have other law
Muscogee
enforcement.
County or
So
somebody
I might go
like
talk to
that?
the sheriff's office and have a deputy stand by or assistant.
the
There's
issue
surveillance on
is
that room also.
Yeah, there's cameras, two of them.
one of the issues with that is access. So any of the evidence that still might be used in the prosecution of a case, then that's gonna be a possibility of there being a third party
Chain of custody issue.
in the chain of
That's why I
custody
would
or
suggest them standing
whatever,
outside, looking to the-
could mess.
That would make that a non-issue.
No, it would make it a big issue.
You know what I mean, like if they stood outside.
No, no.
If they stood outside the middle room, it'd be locked and secured.
We did the inside of it ourselves and have a sheriff's department there, what we need to do.
We can do that. We can talk to some.
Talk to them, see if it worked out. I just can't think of, I understand it needs to be an audit, but that's a lot of your budget
It is.
gone.
It is.
It's a whole officer.
Yeah, exactly, for a while. And it needs to be confidential stuff too, 'cause that could impact a case.
So you're going to modify your motion to make someone from the sheriff's
With
office
additional,
be present?
additional, sheriff's office president when they do that.
So who made that motion?
But
Tony and
outside the evidence room,
Outside the evidence.
so
room.
that there's no concern about somebody being in the chain of custody.
Maybe fun to coordinate.
Well, I'm sure we'll figure it
I appreciate it.
Is it the live feed on the camera there?
out. Yes, it's recorded to
So
DVS.
they could actually sit and watch the cameras in
If
instead of.
they chose to do so, yeah. I don't even have access to the DVR. Like it's in my office, but I don't have a password to it.
Is there a way to, for them to be able to get, so where he can, I mean, if he had to, if something came up, he would need to get access to that video camera, is there a way to figure out now?
We're just some that, until you got.
Who seconded that?
Betty,
Please call
Jeanette,
Yeah.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, and Kevin.
Is. Item 20, discussion on an action on accepting Cindy Stidham's resignation from the community center and opening the application process for the community center worker and possible advertisement of the position.
I make a motion that we accept Cindy's resignation and that we put it out for application. And I don't know, do we go ahead and put it out for advertisement or how does that work for that community center? Put it in the newspaper, you know.
We will advertise for it.
The personnel handbook says that you can advertise or not, and you can accept applications, and you can hire at any time before, during, or after the ad.
Second.
Motion second, discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette, yes, Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, yes, Kevin.
Yes. Item 21, discussion action on county employee health insurance renewal.
The insurance only went up 6% for health, which is $213.44. And then the dental went up $3.47. And the only reason that happened was because we had an employee turn 21. So they're a real adult now. So, you guys want to accept to
Make a motion to accept the health insurance renewal.
Second it.
Have a motion and a second, discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yeah.
and Kevin.
Yes.
Item 22, discussion and action on Kevin Williams attending new official institute training and reimbursing of his expenses.
This is a required training, and Kevin is lucky enough to get to go to Tulsa and won't have to stay overnight like the rest of us did on the whole weekend. So, yeah, just a little bit. So,
Yeah.
Tulsa, and it's $95 plus we'll reimburse him for his costs.
Make a motion to send Kevin to class.
Second. I was like, I can't even get it out. And he's already got it.
So Tony and Betty,
Please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Item 23, discussion action on the adoption of 2024 Muscogee County Multiple Hazard Mitigation Plan.
Yeah, it's just, you've done this every time it's had to be renewed. It's just kind of it's for FEMA. And if you don't sign it, then if a disaster or whatever takes place and you haven't, you're gonna be washed up. So
I make a motion that we approve.
everybody
Sorry, I thought you were
needs
done.
to sign it.
I make a motion that we adopt the 2024 Muscogee County Multi-Hazard Migration Plan. Let's get it on.
The plan has been sent in and approved by FEMA. Some people signed it all before that, and so I asked Alicia to hold it until FEMA did approve the plan, and the plan has been approved, so.
I hope Watersville plan has a second.
Sulfur. And sulfur. Who seconded it?
All right, second, discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
Item 24, discussion action on the purchase of a canopy and wait for the town tractor, the M6060 Kubota.
We just have one, we just have one, we just have one.
Yes, this is where they purchased it.
Now, what it is that when mowing steep banks and stuff, it kind of helps track from flipping or rolling.
Safety issue.
And then the canopy just to keep from getting the sun in.
Or something.
You're already tan.
I'm starting to get dark out there.
It's $1,595.
But this is a safety issue.
Make a motion. That we purchase canopy and the weights for the safety of the tractor,
I second.
safety of somewhere. Okay, we have a motion and a second, discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette? Yes. Tony?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Betty? Yes. Kevin?
Yes.
Item 25, discussion and action on the two applicants for the street department water utility. May go into executive session.
I make a motion, we go into executive session, and it is 7:30.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second, discussion, seeing none. Please call roll.
Jeanette?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Betty? Yes. Kevin?
Just two, I think. I don't know why. Just-
Oh, that's a great one. It was decent, yeah. You don't watch lessons on this one. I know it goes on.
More out. Are they still on there? Come on.
Really, I'd like to go home.
The latest I've been here is like 9:15, 9:30 almost.
And
Easier.
this stuff's all separate?
No, I think,
The
yeah,
utility thing is all separate?
but I think they've already done that. They did that first. I think. I don't know for sure. £7 and 9 ounces. 7-9. Fix to go love on her.
Got one of the big three in August and she's Papa's girl.
Yeah.
Randy can't understand.
Oh, I know. Something about them little girls, man. I love to love on them. Take them fishing and.
You tell Mr. Perryman he let me down.
What's that?
I saw him, he was leaving the post office the other day when I pulled him in, he was in the Chevrolet.
Yeah. Not that he needed it, but he did it. That thing's big, like when he was in the hospital. He said, "You drive my truck up here?" I said, "I can't. It won't fit the parking garage." Take him to the doctor in it, and let them out, and then go park 2 blocks away. It's got cameras. You got 360-degree view.
Is that right?
It even has an aerial view.
Is that right?
Don't ask me how.
I know. I've been in cars. I'm like, how's it looking at the top of the car?
And that thing, you need it, but it's bizarre how that's possible.
Mover, one like my brother's, his seat vibrates if you go left
Yes,
center
it does too,
or right
yep.
of line.
Yep.
Tell him, we didn't
When
know
it's-
hard, rented it for out.
Yeah, if you don't signal that you're changing lanes, it vibrates the seat at you. Yeah. On whichever side you're on, whichever side you go over the line.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, really? If you go right, it's
Yeah,
the
it vibrates
passengers?
the right side of your seat. Yeah.
Oh, the right side of your seat.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
go over the
crazy.
left line, it vibrates your left side.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
There's also guys, whenever you stop, like sometimes.
His Buick has done that, the truck doesn't.
And so that was like, stuff at the end of the driveway and it did that. He's like, we only have this day. for
That's what I thought
6
too.
hours."
I thought this thing is a
He
limit.
called mom, he's like, Betty, I done broke it.
I don't know how that's good for the vehicle or the environment.
I don't either.
It's me, I'm far away from it, it's 120 miles in a straight line, just the way you, it is, we've got 127.
Yeah.
Keeping you awake, Gary.
She says I'm making it up, she got stopped out here one day.
Thought that she was drunk.
Well, she's kind of like a friend of mine that had a brain tumor. She can use that as an excuse. You gotta leave her alone.
Well, she drove like that a long time before, her brain problem. You gotta go back Monday and have the next time.
Really?
Oh, man.
Don't say that.
I would love
Hold on surgery?
Had to harvest an artery from somewhere else. Last year.
You know, that's the kind of stuff when you date and get married, you don't plan on that kind of stuff. When you get old, you don't think of what all can happen.
Deep down, I need to get her dad up. He didn't have her out of warranty when I took her
Kevin,
Kevin who? Oh,
I don't know his last name, I just saw the first name. My bad.
David, you getting work out of Muskrat yet?
No.
He told me he was supposed to come lend you a hand on some project.
I ain't seen it.
Have you not?
I didn't even know you
Yeah, he pulled in, he was telling me what all. He was,
saw white time.
yep, yeah. Bishop pulled in breakfast, truck.
That's great.
That's
Yeah, he's taking, but I haven't seen
right.
I didn't even know he was in.
He got stuck in traffic. He was following me. He's like, I just want to be there time. I mean, it's a bad wreck around. It's a national business. Anyway, he delayed quite a bit. Yeah. Good drive. I asked him what kind of work he did to take off that long.
hello?
Oh, that's what I said.
I'm still
You
here.
took that. I said, "Thanks, just put my name on the list. I'll start figuring out what I need done."
He used to be. Maybe married or something like that. She passed away. And she passed that
No.
now he kind of free to go. But it's good business. They keep you busy guys too.
I bet.
Long time. Yeah, but I can say,
Right.
I told him that. Just roll down. Yeah.
Did y'all grow up, y'all grow up together? Did you grow up together before?
Yeah, we're about 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, we. He's smart. Yeah.
Good night.
You're out of here?
I'm out of here. He missing it. They've only got through one. There's still another one to go. Save our town. That Wayne? You're trapped.
Dave, I'm more
said sorry. Where y'all from? Right here? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. We call that suburban cold. That's suburban, right? Cold in the cold.
I'll get all my stuff typed up,
Mm-hmm.
where I can get me about 1,200 copies run off. And I'll get with you, and I'll get on your little page, and we'll just let them know about this town. And our police department.
Sounds like a plan to me.
You in?
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
all right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'll knock on every door, if they ain't home, I'll leave them a little flyer anyway.
That's how you gotta do it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know, let them know that if you have any dealings with the police department, especially Ron Ross, and they can tape it or be where there's witnesses. Because he is one corrupt cop. And they ain't no more checked his background, what he got fired for, and man, and you know it.
I know, but they said they checked the boys that they hired tonight. They checked theirs.
Yeah, well,
They ain't
they
checked
ain't
his.
checked Ronnie Ross's. Because I know them two women sitting there, there's no way they vote to hire a police officer. It's grown women, and he had sex while he's on duty with the jailer. There's no way they vote. I gotta get out of here. When I look at that son of a bitch, I just,
Go.
if he comes outside, I'll flick him off.
Get out of here. Hey, it's nice meeting you, sir.
You bet. I'll get with you. We'll get our flyers out. We'll make sure everybody knows what's going on.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day. All right.
Working together.
We've been together. We've been together. Our boys just turned 13.
Say that all the time. Work together. At two different places.
We opened in 2015.
Are you getting ready?
David, David.
Stay.
You have one.
It's not very good in here.
Yeah, we went. Should they give us do that? Go. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that'll look good. Oh,
Yeah, Molly's taking it down. He's trying to use his life right there.
I didn't see anything. Right. It's yours, sir.
Well,
Make a where's Bonnie? Make a motion, we come out at 7:59 out of executive session.
We have a second?
Second.
Discussion, seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Betty?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that we hire Wayne Smith at $13 an hour for the street department / water utility department. He will be paid out of street and water utility.
Second.
Motion and second, discussion.
Then he will be, I'd like to make an amendment, he will be starting tomorrow. Do I need to put that vacation?
Okay. Any further discussion? Please call roll.
Jeanette?
Yes.
Tony?
Yes.
Roger?
Yes.
Betty?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Who's second that?
Me.
Okay. David, what was it that I called you on yesterday?
Oh, you're talking
Uh,
about this one on the agenda.
If we can just go into new business.
No, we can't.
Not unless it's an emergency, otherwise unforeseen.
Well,
Oh, in the new
is,
business?
agenda was already posted.
Oh, well, we're doing that road board, but that'll be on street. I mean, utilities.
Is it on there?
No,
No, it would be on there. Can we not do that?
Is it emergency?
pretty much.
Unforeseen?
Well, what it is
Is this street or water?
water. It's utilities. Yeah.
Okay, but
Because we're still in the
not on the
street.
utilities.
We're
Right.
not on utilities.
All right. Okay, adjourn.
No, we can't.
No.
I've got old business number
business.
one, discussion action on removal of tree on
Oh,
409 Fifth Avenue.
All right, sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. Old business, item number one, discussion action on the removal of tree on 409 Fifth Avenue.
So, Jody provided us with a survey. It's in your packets, and I circled where it was at. And it does appear that it is in our easement.
We gotta take it out for bid. So I make a motion that we have it sent out for bids.
Discussion on that, we had easement and,
Right away.
Right away.
right away, is that the town's, job to keep the right of ways in the yards and the trees? We have trees and right of ways everywhere.
Well, the easement's been granted to you to use. So if the tree falls on the easement, then you really aren't able to use it the way that you need to. So I would say that, given the fact that it's on the town's easement, that town should really keep the easement free and clear for ingress and egress, because that's what the easement is granted to you for.
And if something falls on somebody's property, we're liable for it.
Right. I mean, if it damaged something,
Yeah, well,
not if
that's
it
what
just
I
fell
meant.
on the
Well,
yard
if it
or
damaged.
whatever, but.
I make a motion that we get bids on this.
Second. Have a motion and second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yeah.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty. Yes. Kevin.
Yes.
This is not something that employees can take down.
Item two, discussion action on where to place streetlights with OG&E. That was brought up last month, and we had a double payment there, so we didn't know that we got that straightened out.
What do you mean a double payment?
Well, it showed we owed $3,800. It was a late payment. We only paid $1,700. That's why we didn't pass it. We had to investigate why that bill was so high. What
So we
this
need to
is,
make sure.
this month's $1,700. It shows wrong. What this is gonna do is it'll help do two things. It's gonna light up Zenith where the college kids walk down the street at night, and also the apartments and trailer park people walk down that street with no lights. I got with OG&E and they went down through there. What lights don't cost us extra, put on the poles are marked already. Got with Josh Kusler. If there's a secondary power there already, we can hook another light in. All we're paying for rent for the light. We don't have to pay for the install or anything. It's $5 a night or $6 or something. A light. There was 11 or 12 lights on Zenith. There's also lighting of our equipment building down here. It's $14 a month. That was included in that quote. I think it's $135 extra on our OG&E bill. Take care of all those lights and light up our equipment building.
Was there gonna be one on College?
Huh?
Was there gonna be one on College Road?
There's kind of a gap. It's not that bad. I'm just curious.
We didn't check them out.
Okay.
We're trying to just get that dark road lit up. I went down all the roads, the main roads we got, most everything covered, but Zenith is not covered, and we got to make it cost effective. We didn't go and add any poles. There's poles there that have secondary lines, and so there'll be some poles skipped. and then another light, because it costs money to run the additional lines to it, so.
I'm talking about right for Kenny. There, one of our things.
Okay, we can look at it. But anyway, we already have a proposal, and they've given that to us, and I'd like to get that passed. We'll get that lit up for the safety of the college kids and the people living in the apartments there.
So is that scrapping the one on Ward?
Uh,
That scrapping the light circled on Ward?
No, that's including the, that there is a drug corner. It has secondary there also. That's not on my property. That's a block away from me.
There's a pretty big light at the county barn.
Now, County Barn has light there, yeah, but that.
And the one just past your driveway, there's a light. So it's like 300 foot probably from the county barn to that corner.
Okay, that's why I'm saying that. That's where the police keep getting their drugs. They have drugs pulling in there, and we put a light there, it'll stop it.
Zenith is, if anybody doesn't know, Zenith is where you have Harps, and Zenith goes straight down and it tees into President's. That road, there's apartment complex there where there's several, I bet there's 30 apartments right there. That street is dark. The only reason I know is because I do drive down that and I live down President. So it is a dark street.
It's a high
And there's
traffic street.
a high, very high traffic street, and you've got kids that play right by the street. So I think it'd be a good idea for
One you
safety of people in our town to have this done.
If you have a question on Ward, there was light there. I've lived there 35 years. For some reason, the light was taken down. Also, we have an existing light behind our equipment barn that we're paying for, and they're gonna fix that. No cost to it.
Because we were originally, originally we were gonna try to light up, where the parade sets up, but there is no poles there to put lights on that street.
The equipment one will help.
So the equipment one, building one will help light up that street a little bit better. But I make a motion, we go ahead and, light up the street. Where he's got them mapped out.
Now, if you look at that total right there, it's only $67 a month added to your electric bill that we're paying.
But it's the safety of our town.
I don't think the one on Ward, that's not a high traffic street.
My thought, it's a high traffic drug street. I'm just trying to get rid of the drugs back there.
And our officers tell us that's what's going on. How many times have they been over there for that?
Great question. I think on both streets. Great question. Sorry, I know. Sorry. I'd like to see the statistics on both streets.
They cleaned all that trailer house up at the back of the Slows here. They had several.
The county barn, like I said, looked pretty good. The light on the shop or at the bottom of the shop. I haven't personally seen cars coming out of there. Usually cars going out of there with the facility. So
it's up to y'all.
Well, you've got all these other streets. You've got College Road that's lit up
Every street corner, we've got a light. That's where the street corner.
Zenith has not one single
Oh, I
light
have a
going down
problem.
that street. You've got the apartment complex that has 30 families in there, and it is dark down that street.
Good with Zenith, I just don't see that one by the county barn with that big light they've got. And if they're worried about their back lot, then they should put a light there.
I'm not worried about the lot. I'm worried about the traffic. People coming through there.
What's the difference in one light on the bill?
Right. $5. $5.31.
So then everybody's gonna want a light by their driveway.
Yes,
No,
sir.
I want mine removed. Just saying.
It says $5, so let's get everybody one.
No, it's not, Kevin, that's not what I'm trying to prove. I'm trying to prove the safety. I'm paying for a light on every property I have. I have 10 properties. And that stops all the drugs from being behind every property. I would mow and have wine bottles and whiskey bottles behind them. When I put the lights out there, that's
Most of the issues that were coming with the drugs were people that was on Knapp Street and they're not there no more. That was going back and through there. And I know that because I was walking across my pasture.
Right.
So, but they're no longer over there.
Mimosa got down by me is black. I'm telling you, that road needs to have street lights also. And that I can vouch, and I'm sure they can too, down Mimosa, that trailer park that's right there, we've had nothing but problems there. I mean, that's another street that should happen, but I don't know what to tell you.
It should have as many lights as College Road.
Yes.
I mean, I'm with that. And I just don't know if there's light there on board. I don't know that one more light there is gonna make a difference in anything. As far as drug trafficking that nobody seems to know, as far as our officers go.
There is a motion.
There's a motion on the table,
I think,
so
Any further discussion?
Who made the motion?
motion was made by Jeanette, the
Okay.
second's Tony.
Please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
yes,
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
No,
Adjourn. Go to the
8:12.
water department.
Is there anything that you see that?
yes.
Okay, we'll open the Water Utility Authority agenda for May the 7th, 2024. Please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty,
Oh, yes.
and Kevin.
yes,
Okay, consent agenda items 1 through.
What was your time?
It was 8:12.
12. Consent agenda items 1 through 5.
I'll make a motion, we approve it.
Motion, do we have a second?
second,
Have a second discussion? Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
yes.
Okay. Item 6, OWRB report.
We don't know
We
that.
don't have one. So no action. Item number 3, discussion and action on Water Utility Authority's financial budget and audit from K2 accounting.
Do you have anything to add? I would say same as town.
Okay.
We will need to have a special meeting on the budget request because we've got to get it to these ladies. So
Okay.
Yeah, so since it would be the same as town, also the
Okay, item 4.
We don't have a first or we have a first but not a second.
Hoover, you're Jeanette,
Second. Have motion, second discussion. See none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
Yes,
Item 4, discussion action on the 2 applicants for the water utility department.
Same as town. Can we do that?
Yes. Sorry, I left.
Okay,
So we need a second.
Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
Who seconded?
I have a motion and a second discussion. please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
Yes.
Item 5 is discussion action on the review of the budget request. We're gonna do that for
Make a motion to table it.
I'll second.
do we want to vote on that?
Yeah, we have to vote on it.
Okay. Have a motion and second discussion, seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
Yes.
Item 6, discussion action on continuing Hannah Moore as part-time month to month.
Make a motion that we keep Hannah.
Second.
Have a motion and second discussion. Seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
Yes.
Item 7, discussion action on water department monthly report.
Goes back again. Working me like a bar.
On the two of them, there was, we did have a couple line breaks, there was one on 10th Street, one on First Avenue, but I didn't got that document yet. I did get that put on.
We replaced 19 meters,
And we had like 122 locates, just like I told you earlier.
122 locations. Good
Yeah.
gravy.
That's just for the month of April.
No, you had a
That's
meter.
what come in. And I done got stacked today before we get started. And some of it's from OG&E, some, and some gas lines and stuff like that. And just different contractors doing different stuff. Those are, so we have to go out and check, and make sure that they're not building on our lines or sewer. So that's just, that takes up a lot of time out there, just dealing with that. I mean, that's 122 of them. That's why some we lost between the two. We probably had more than that.
Meters, are we out of new meters now?
No, we still got a few, but we got 19 in this month. But like I said, the rain kind of halted us on
All the way
that.
down.
And then we put the 4-inch meter in, which you was after that day, was putting that one back in.
Did you get that working?
Yeah. And then like we're dealing with the sewer too, got the sewer ponds. We're still waiting on that. We haven't got all of our bids in, what they're wanting to do to that that sewer line. So we're still waiting on all that. And like I said, we had to change out a motor and a pressure switch on the mountain a few weeks ago. Small motor into our lift station. It went out. And then been flushing dead end mains, which that's just part of it. Keep the water flowing. Staying on top, trying to stay on top of all that too. Then we had one sewer main, we had a jet on 2nd Avenue to the alley there. And then we've got the 4-inch. We put the 6-inch out here, this new water system, they're putting this new water line they're gonna put in there north of 173rd Street. We got our part done now, the contractors can come in, and they're gonna lay their 3-inch line for that new housing division we're building out there. West of Highway 64, after crossing Crawley's.
Put a 3-inch line out there.
They're gonna put a 3 down through there. We done made the tap into the 6-inch main, and now they're gonna come in and do their part. And then they'll keep it for a year, then after a year, we'll take it over.
Gonna be hydrants out there.
At the very dead end of it. It'll just be like a field hydrant, but if there's enough flow out there, they'll be able to fill their trucks.
Yeah, quick.
That's like got 110 PSI, plus you got the volume of water.
We regulate now.
Yeah, they'll have to do that. Anyway, working on that.
Well, now you got some help, so maybe you can get more stuff done.
Got you some help, start tomorrow.
Yeah. That when you start tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Okay.
Make a motion to accept the water department
No
report.
action.
No action.
Item 8, discussion action on water utility authority employee health insurance renewal.
Same as.
Same as 10.
Jeanette, you first up,
Yes, ma'am.
who's second? Betty? Okay.
Discussion, seeing none, please call roll.
Jeanette,
Yes.
Tony,
Yes.
Roger,
Yes.
Betty, Kevin.
Adjourn.
8:21.
8:21.
4:30.